just I was first, and then after an hour, one person came in. It just me and him for another hour. And you and I the night before. Remember? Can you throw this idea? This idea. Very famous.
What is this on, Charles?
Huh? What is it? It's a flag.
Is that a tent pole? Look at you, that's awesome.
Yes, step pole. That will work.
Thank you for showing up. Thanks to everyone who brought your drums, brought yourself, bring a comrade. I believe that our movements will be updated via the Indigenous Kinship Collective RAM in case you're trying to let anyone know how to find us if they're going to come find us later. But yeah, we really appreciate the solidarity. And yeah, it's a pretty good show for a Wednesday. So thanks. Hey,
Thank you, everyone.
some more people came. We're gonna more details to follow in just a moment.
Moving soon.
Thank you so much. Some of y'all have been patiently waiting. I had to poop at my house before I left. It's called a mic check, bitch. You repeat what I say. We are going to be moving.
You're going to be moving
to the UN.
to the UN.
Yeah, she fucked everything up. This is our space. Take this space. Semicircle kind of thing going on here. If you could use the banners, that would be ideal. Get it? Oh, okay. Good job. Roxy, can you hold this part? But we should come tight in. Or should we put the banners in a line here and sit by the banners? Yeah, we should just come tight in and not. Okay. Everyone come tight in. What we're gonna do, all right, mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lay the banners flat and sit in. Not Okay, great. Take your space. We're gonna have an update in a minute.
Between these benches and the street,
Yeah, between the benches and the street, try to be as forward as possible.
because we can stay a long time if we don't block the entrance or the sidewalk. We can make an argument to stay a long time. That's what we're trying to do, okay? Okay,
If you have a banner, try to hold it taut so that people can read it. Thanks.
You want it facing.
you can't be in the way though. You can't block traffic.
I think they were saying as long as we're in between the benches and the street, it's okay.
Hello? Is there an organizer, please? Is there an organizer present? No organizers? No one's in charge of this group? Hi. Hi. What can I do for you? Any reason why you're here? Okay, well, by that order, New York City and the federal government have prohibited the use of protesting on First Avenue between 48th and 49th Street. Oh, sorry, 49th and 42nd Street. The only two places you can protest with a group this size is Ralph Lauren Park, which is down there, which holds a group of 50 people, or Jack Hamilton Plaza, which is over there on the other side. You may not protest here. No, ma'am. It doesn't make Nope. It is prohibited by city ordinance. You may not protest. It is agreement of the United Nations in the city. You can protest in those two other areas, but you may not be here. No, you don't. Court order. You can look it up. You could keep arguing that, but you're wrong. You got two areas. I'm giving you the option. Ralph Bunch Park, which is on 47th Street and First Avenue, 43rd Street and First Avenue, right over there as well. Those are the two protest areas where you can have your work. You can look it up in the city, absolutely. I can't tell you where. I'm not going to right now. But the fact of the matter is, while you're looking it up, you have to go to one of those two areas. You may not be here. Not this time, no, you can look it up though. You're saying you're allowed to be here, and I'm telling you, by my experience, you're not allowed to be here. No, I'm citing an ordinance, I'm not citing a law. But you can go to that area, or go to that area.
Mic check.
Mic check. Mic check. We are here.
We are here
Today.
today
To stand in solidarity.
to stand in solidarity
With the Wet'suwet'en people.
with the Wet'suwet'en people.
They are
They are
currently being attacked.
currently being attacked,
Currently being colonized.
currently being colonized
On their unceded
on their unceded
land.
land.
The colonial nation state of Canada
The colonial nation state of Canada
can fuck all the way off.
can fuck all the way off.
We have been asked
We have been asked
by our relatives and our kin
by our relatives and our kin
to stand,
to stand,
to sit,
to sit,
to take place,
to take place,
and to take space
and to take space
in front of the powers that be.
in front of the powers that be.
Why the UN?
Why the UN?
Last year,
Last year,
the matriarchs of the Wet'suwet'en Nation
the matriarchs of the Wet'suwet'en Nation
came here
came here
calling for
calling for
repercussions
repercussions
as they are at that time
as they were at that time
being violently
being violently
invaded.
invaded.
The UN
The UN
did nothing,
did nothing,
but
but
they benefited
they benefited
off of indigenous voices.
off of indigenous voices.
We're done with that shit.
We're done with that shit.
It is time
It is time
that the powers that be
the powers that be
hold themselves accountable
hold themselves accountable
for not doing shit
for not doing shit
during a time of genocide.
during a time of genocide.
We are going to
We are going to
hold space
hold space
until we can't anymore.
we can't anymore.
We ask
We ask
that our white accomplices
that our white accomplices
take the heat
take the heat
and stand up
and stand up
with us
with us
As this is not just a fight for Indigenous people.
As this is not just a fight for Indigenous people.
It is for future generations.
It is for future generations.
It is for our land.
It is for our land.
It is for our spirits.
It is for our spirits.
It's for our kids.
It's for our kids.
This is not for us.
This is not for us.
This is for them.
This is for them.
No! Heads up. Guys, put the flames out.
No.
Put the flames out.
Do not touch her! Don't touch her!
Back up.
Get off! Do not touch her! Get away
Get
from
up.
her!
Get up.
Do not touch her! Do not touch her! Get away!
NYPD as always fucking shit up.
Back up.
Back up.
Back up.
They're trying to force us to.
Get out!
You're not forced. You cannot be here. You
Do
gotta
not
leave.
touch her!
Then back up. No open flames. Back up.
This is
Do
medicine.
not touch
Back
her!
up.
Do not touch her!
Back up.
Standards down, remember legal.
Back up.
Standards
down.
Faces out. Faces out. Stand down.
You're not a no. The ordinance prohibits the use of protesting on 1st Avenue, 49th, 42nd Street. It's in agreement with the city and the United Nations. You have two areas.
You're yelling at each other. What is wrong with you?
Hey, who's my organizer?
Janasi, you are officers of the law. These people are getting dragged off of their land. Keep on hiding right now.
I need some of our white accomplices to say that we're peacefully holding space.
We're peacefully holding space.
We're peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We're peacefully holding space.
We're peacefully holding space.
We're peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space. We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
If everyone could protest here, they would. But keep it fair for everyone.
We are peacefully holding space.
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 That's up to you.
If not,
We are peacefully holding space.
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 We are peacefully holding space. We are peacefully holding space. We are peacefully holding space. We are peacefully holding space. We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
We are peacefully holding space.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
We are holding space peacefully.
We are holding space peacefully.
We are not blocking the sidewalk.
We are not blocking the sidewalk.
We are not causing a disruption.
We are not causing a disruption.
We're holding space peacefully.
We're holding space peacefully.
So please don't physically escalate.
So please don't physically escalate.
That's it.
That's it.
Mic check.
Mic check.
We need to physically organize.
We need to physically organize
Our
our bodies
in this space.
in this space.
Please stand.
Please stand
Between the benches and the street.
between the benches and the street.
Please stand together.
Please stand together.
And please put yourselves between police and any Indigenous folks in this action.
And please put yourself between Indigenous folks in this action.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Drummers, around the stage, please. No, you stay here. You have to go. So do you want to do demands now? Yeah, okay. But tell, can you do a mic check and say Indigenous folks like to right here? Sure, yeah. By around the medicine.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Can Indigenous folks please come to the center and come around the medicine.
Indigenous folks, please come to the center and around the medicine.
We have 3 demands here today.
We have 3 demands here today.
And I need you to be louder.
And I need you to be louder.
Canada, RCMP, CGL.
Canada, RCMP, CGL.
Out of Wet'suwet'en territory.
Out of Wet'suwet'en territory.
Canada needs to address its violation.
Canada needs to address its violation
of the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People.
Of the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People.
Canada needs to address its violation.
Canada needs to address its violation
of Wet'suwet'en law.
Of Wet'suwet'en law.
As upheld by the Delgamuukw Supreme Court case.
As upheld by the Delgamuukw Supreme Court case.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That can be our perimeter.
Okay, let's put this on the perimeter. You can just toss it around the perimeter.
Come over this way.
Is anybody else sad? Yeah. Fucking sad. This shit is so fucking dumb. Our relatives are on the front lines, constantly under threat for a pipeline to go through. It just, I feel like I'm in a dystopian reality sometimes,
You know what? It's like the same thing that's been going on since our relatives first got invaded.
Yeah!
And we're still fighting, and they still can't destroy us.
Genocide has never stopped.
Nope, we're still here. We are still here.
Still here.
And it's crazy because like we live here in Lenapehoking, which is like the capital global center of the world, and like even on the subway on the way here, like nobody gave a fuck.
No.
Gotta do better, y'all. This is Mannahatta is indigenous land. Mannahatta is indigenous land. This is our land. This is the land for and by indigenous folks and for those who were forced here due to chattel slavery. This is our fucking city, and we need to stand up and show that we are with our relatives. Does anybody else have a prayer that they want to share? Or a song? It's okay if it's a no.
When student land is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
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 When student land is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When student land is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Canada is stealing
Canada is stealing
Indigenous land
Indigenous land
at gunpoint.
at gunpoint.
The Wet'suwet'en people
The Wet'suwet'en people
have never given up
have never given up
their ancestral land
their ancestral land
to so-called British Columbia.
to so-called British Columbia.
However, two recent Supreme Court injunctions have allowed Coastal GasLink, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and two private security firms to enter Wet'suwet'en territory against their will to build a pipeline. This violates Wet'suwet'en law and criminalizes land defenders while contradicting prior rulings. And it is a violation of the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. Let's say that again. It is a violation of the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. On January 4th, 2020, Wet'suwet'en hereditary chiefs convened and peacefully evicted Coastal GasLink via a written letter. They closed the access roads, which is within their rights. Several armed police detachments have since arrived and set up checkpoint within the territory. From February 6th through today. Right fucking now. Wet'suwet'en people and land defenders have been subjected to a forceful entry, police violence, and arrest by the RCMP. On February 10th, hereditary chiefs, elders, and youth were violently arrested by the RCMP while in ceremony. Our matriarchs were arrested while in ceremony. Again. Our matriarchs were arrested while in ceremony. They have an MMIW G2ST installation of red dresses at one of the checkpoints to bring to the forefront the violence, the sexual violence that has come to our indigenous women, our indigenous two-spirit, our indigenous trans relatives. It is in direct correlation to pipelines and man camps that are set up along the route. These red dresses were violently removed, thrown onto the ground, stepped all over, while our matriarchs All our matriarchs.
We're in ceremony.
We're in ceremony.
The red fabric.
The red fabric
That surrounds us.
that surrounds us
Is made up of.
is made up of
Clothing.
clothing.
All sorts of clothing.
All sorts of clothing.
Donated.
Donated
To the community.
to the community.
For us. To create.
create
A circle.
a circle
Of remembrance.
of remembrance,
Of protection.
of protection,
Of love.
of love.
We hold this circle.
We hold this circle.
This circle holds us.
This circle holds us.
We wear red.
We wear red
For our fallen.
for our fallen,
Our missing and murdered.
our missing and murdered,
Indigenous.
indigenous,
Women.
Women.
Girls.
Girls.
Two-spirit.
Two-spirit.
Trans. Relatives.
relatives.
There is more at work.
There is more at work.
This is multifaceted.
This is multifaceted
Genocide.
genocide.
We remember even if it was before our time. We remember what our ancestors went through. We remember even if it was before our time. We remember what our ancestors went through. We remember even if it was before our time. We remember what our ancestors went through.
In occupied Canada, here in occupied United States, in occupied Palestine, and most of occupied Africa, seriously, like we cannot forget that. Like those are indigenous folks. We are in solidarity with all indigenous people fighting against continued settler colonialism.
I'm going to say a speech that was recorded in 1671.
Well, we can do a mic check if you want to do that.
It's going to be long. Let's try it out.
Yeah, we'll do a mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
This is an offering of Chamorro solidarity.
This is an offering of Chamorro
solidarity.
This is a speech that was recorded in 1671.
This is a speech that was recorded in 1671.
Spoken by Chief Huro.
Spoken by Chief Huro.
In response to the Spanish colonization
In response to the Spanish colonization
of the island of Guahan.
of the island of Guahan.
Here's the speech.
Here's the speech.
The Europeans would have done better
The Europeans would have done better
to remain in their own country.
to remain in their own country.
We have no need of their help
We have no need of their help
to live happily,
to live happily.
satisfied with what our islands furnish us.
Satisfied with what our islands furnish us,
We desire nothing else.
we desire nothing else.
The knowledge which they have given us
The knowledge which they have given us
has only increased our needs and stimulated our desires.
has only increased our needs and stimulated our desires.
not dress.
They find it evil that we do not dress.
If that were necessary, nature would have provided us with clothes.
If that were necessary, nature would have provided us with clothes.
They treat us as gross people and regard us as barbarians.
They treat us as gross people and regard us as barbarians.
But do we have to believe them?
But we do have to believe them.
Under the excuse of instructing us, they are corrupting us.
Under the excuse of instructing us, they are corrupting us.
They take away from us the primitive simplicity in which we live.
They take away from the primitive simplicity in which we live.
They dare to take away our liberty.
They dare to take away our liberty,
Which should be dearer to us than life itself.
which should be dearer to us than life itself.
They try to persuade us that we will be happier.
They try to persuade us that we will be happier.
And some of us have been blinded into believing their words.
And some of us have been blinded into believing their words.
But can we have such sentiments if we reflect that we have been covered?
Then can we have such sentiments if we
reflect that
reflect
we have been covered with misery and illness.
with misery and illness?
Ever since those foreigners
Ever since those foreigners
have come to disturb our peace.
have come to disturb our peace.
Before they arrived on the island,
Before they arrived on the island,
we did not know insects.
we did not know insects.
Did we know rats?
Did we know rats?
Fleas?
Fleas?
Mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes?
And all the other little animals which constantly torment us.
And all the other little animals that constantly torment us.
These are the beautiful presents they have made us.
These are the beautiful presents they have made us.
And what have their floating machines brought us?
And what have their floating machines brought us?
Formerly, we did not have rheumatism and inflammation.
Formerly, we did not have rheumatism or inflammation.
If we had sickness, we had remedies for them.
If we had sickness, we had remedies for them.
But they have brought us their diseases and do not teach us the remedies.
But they have brought us our diseases and do not teach us their remedies.
Is it necessary that our desires make us want iron and other trifles which only render us unhappy?
That has to be split up.
Okay. Is it necessary that our desires make us want money or
Is it necessary that our desires make us want money
and other trifles
and other
which
trifles
only render us unhappy?
To only render us unhappy.
The Spaniards reproach us
The Spaniards reproach us
because of our so-called poverty,
because of our so-called poverty,
our so-called ignorance,
our so-called ignorance,
our so-called lack of industry.
our so-called lack of industry.
But if we are poor,
But if we are poor,
as they claim,
as they claim,
then what do they search for here?
then what do they search for
If
here?
they don't have need of us,
If they don't have need of us,
they would not expose themselves
they would not expose themselves
to so many perils
to so many perils
and make such great effort
and make such great effort
to establish themselves in our midst.
to establish themselves in our midst.
For what purpose do they teach us except
For what purpose do they teach us except
to make us adopt their customs,
to make us adopt their
to
customs,
subject us to their laws,
to subject us to their laws,
to lose the precious liberty left to us
to lose the precious liberty left to
by
us
our ancestors?
by our ancestors.
In a word,
In a word,
they try to make us unhappy
they try to make us unhappy
in hope of an ephemeral happiness
in hope of an ephemeral happiness
can be only enjoyed after death.
that can only be enjoyed after death.
That's a rib on Christianity.
That's a grandma Christianity. Fuck Christianity, baby.
They treat our history as fable and fiction.
They treat our history as fable and fiction.
The last paragraph, it's almost over.
You're doing great. Don't let them.
Haven't we the same right
Haven't we the same right
concerning that which they teach us
concerning that which they teach us
as incontestable truth?
as incontestable truth?
They exploit our simplicity and good faith.
They exploit our simplicity and good faith.
All their skill is directed towards tricking us.
All their skill is directed towards tricking us.
All their knowledge tends only to make us unhappy.
All their knowledge tends
Only to make us unhappy.
If we are ignorant ignorant and blind,
we are ignorant and blind,
as they would have us believe, it is because we have learned their evil plan, too late, and have allowed them to settle here, Let us not lose courage, in the presence of our misfortunes, they are only a handful, we can easily defeat them, even if we don't have their deadly weapons, which spread destruction, all over, we can overcome them, by our large numbers, we are stronger than we think, we can quickly free ourselves from these foreigners, From 1671, I want to repeat, from 1671, from Chief Hurrah. The last line is, we must regain our freedom. 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 We must regain our